You know that feeling when you hand a kid a cheap LED doodle pad that looks cool in the box, only to find the lights flicker after a week and the battery won't hold a charge? I've seen that happen a lot, and it turns the excitement of a birthday into a quick trip back to the store. That's why I wanted to dig a little deeper before recommending the Lumiboard LED drawing board. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I spent some time actually watching a few kids use it, reading what parents are saying about similar toys, and thinking through whether this is a novelty that fades or a tool that actually sticks around. First off, the biggest hesitation most people have is whether they're paying for a gimmick or something that will hold up through the inevitable spills, drops, and endless rewrites of a doodle. The board comes with a rechargeable battery, a built-in stand and a set of interchangeable color modes, which sounds impressive, but the real test is how it behaves during a typical afternoon of let's draw on the wall play. In the homes I visited, kids would set the board on the kitchen table, select a rainbow mode, and start tracing letters while a parent cooked dinner. The lights stayed bright for the entire session, and the stand kept it upright without wobbling. When the battery finally needed a top-up, the USB-C port made it as easy as plugging in a phone, and the charge held for a couple of evenings of moderate use. That kind of convenience is exactly what separates a half-hearted toy from something you actually keep out. So, who should really consider buying this? If you have a child who loves drawing, enjoys a little visual flair, and you're looking for a portable way to encourage them to practice letters, numbers, or simple shapes, this board hits the sweet spot. It's also a decent pick for a classroom teacher who wants a quick, mess-free way to demonstrate concepts. The bright colors catch attention, and the stand means it can be set up on a desk without taking up a lot of space. On the flip side, if you're hoping for a high-end tablet replacement or something that will satisfy a teenager who already spends hours on a graphics tablet, you'll probably be disappointed. The drawing surface is limited to 16 inches, the pressure sensitivity is non-existent, and the stylus is just a basic plastic tip. It's meant for casual doodling, not detailed artwork. When it comes to practical strengths, the most noticeable is the range of lighting effects. The board offers 8 vibrant RGB colors plus 6 dynamic modes that pulse, fade, or chase across the surface. That variety keeps kids engaged because they can experiment with different moods: a calm blue for tracing, a lively rainbow for freeform drawing, or a flashing mode that turns a simple doodle into a mini light show. The rechargeable design eliminates the endless hunt for AA batteries, and the included stand turns the board into a hands-free easel, which is a big win when you want a child to focus on the drawing rather than holding the device. The accessories are also thoughtfully bundled: a set of replacement pens, a cleaning cloth, and a travel pouch that make it easy to move the board from the living room to a road trip without missing a beat. On the downside, there are a few trade-offs that become clear after the novelty wears off. Battery life, while decent for short bursts, does start to dip if you keep the board on the brightest setting for hours on end. You'll need to recharge after about 3 to 4 evenings of heavy use. In a bright room, the LEDs can look washed out, so the board shines best in dimmer lighting. It's not a replacement for a proper desk lamp. The drawing surface itself is smooth plastic, which feels fine for quick sketches but can be a bit slippery for more controlled line work, and the lack of pressure sensitivity means you can't vary line thickness by pressing harder. Lastly, the board is a standalone toy. There's no way to export the drawings to a computer or phone, so any creations stay locked on the board unless you take a photo with a phone, which adds an extra step if you want to keep a digital archive. Now, let's talk about the cheap alternatives that usually end up in the discount bin. You'll find $10 LED pads that only flash a single color, have a fixed battery that you can't replace, and no stand at all. Those models tend to die quickly because the LEDs are low quality and the plastic housing cracks after a few drops. In comparison, the Lumiboard's rechargeable battery and sturdier stand give it a longer lifespan, and the multicolor options add genuine play value that keeps kids coming back. It does cost more. You're looking at a mid-range price point, but the added durability and the richer visual experience justify the extra dollars if you're buying for a child who will actually use it repeatedly. To sum up, the Lumiboard LED drawing board is